Hot, dry weather is nothing unusual during the summer here in Georgia, and this year has certainly been no different, which has made growing season for corn a difficult one for the farmers.
Around May 14th to about June 4th, we had 21 days of no rain. And then during that same time period, our daily high temperatures were 6 degrees above normal. So that caused a lot of stress on our corn crop, especially if the corn was pollinating during that time.
And that means higher input costs for the growers as they've had to constantly water their crop throughout the heat wave. But it's a sacrifice that's really paid off as it's shaping up to be another good harvest.
It's been a struggle trying to keep it wet and cool all summer long. It's been so hot that you about couldn't turn the irrigation off all year long. It looks pretty good. The irrigated does. Now the dry land, there's nothing there now. It pretty much burned up. It's been so hot and dry, but irrigated overall looks like it's going to be a pretty good crop.
So with the dryland corn a complete loss and the edges of fields likely to be the same, this year's total yield in the state might be a little lower than expected.
Most of our corn's irrigated in Georgia, but on the end guns, sometimes we have trouble keeping up with the moisture. And we could have, even with an irrigation system, it's difficult to keep up with moisture demands when it's so hot and dry. I think we were going to have planted about 350,000 acres this year. We may only harvest, according to that report, about 310,000. So,
while growers did have to deal with the normal pests, disease this year has been much more manageable.
Stink bugs were a problem this year, and so growers were spraying for stink bugs. And then our disease pressure up until now has been light, so we have not had a lot of southern corn rust or northern corn leaf blight.
With harvest season now in full swing, the priority for farmers is to get the crops out of the field as soon as possible to avoid any serious weather.
Trying to get it in before any weather knocks it down. We already seen some lodging in the field with the corn starting to fall down a little bit, so the biggest thing now is us trying to get it out the field before any more falls.
Fortunately, one thing that has not been falling is the price of corn, and with the recent floods in the Midwest, growers are likely to see them stay pretty steady.
We were floating around $4.68 a bushel. There's been talk that it might go higher. We had some growers plant some later corn thinking that the corn was going to go up because of some of the problems that they had in the Midwest.
And once harvesting is complete, it's imperative that farmers go ahead and start getting their fields ready for the rest of the year.
Palmer amaranth problems and tropical spiderwort problems. One of the best times of the year to help manage those pests is after we harvest the corn. After you get the corn off the ground,